the definition of religion that I came up with by examining all the different things that are universally accepted as religion by both their adherents and their critics are a doctrine of ritual traditions, ceremonies, mythology, and associated dogma of a faith-based belief system which posits a posthumous promise that some element of self, be it a soul or consciousness or memories, etc., may in some sense continue beyond the death of a physical being. Now, this applies to every religion that is universally
accepted. If everyone would
accepted.
be happy and agreeable that I used that as a working definition, I could end the video right here, because clearly veganism doesn't tick any of those boxes. But I'll go through the other potential definitions that are available online so that we can literally nip this in the bud, hopefully. So as you can see, besides some subtle differences and a few variations in the wording, essentially the core ethics for most of them are the same. So if we were to transfer that criteria into some sort of chart that we could then run through one by one, I think that's the fairest way to move forward. So if I'm going to challenge the assertion that veganism is a religion, this is probably as much of a working definition as we're going to get. There's the 9 different characteristics which are kind of spread out through the various ones that we found. So we'll go through each one individually, and if veganism ticks, 3 or 4 of the boxes, I don't think it should have to tick the whole list, then I'll concede that I'm wrong and veganism is a religion. No point giving this any more time than it deserves. That's a big fat no. Again, that's a big fat no. Veganism doesn't have any sacred objects whatsoever unless you class life, and if we class life as sacred, I'm pretty sure that you would too, even if that was your own, so no. And so that makes it 0 out of 3. Another no. There's no sacred objects, so there's no ritual that could involve them, but there's no ritual of any kind of any description. Obviously veganism and morality go hand in hand, but there's no sacred tie to that, no supernatural, no spiritual tie. You could look at it as just common law. It's the fundamental difference of knowing between right and wrong, not causing anyone any harm or loss, and that extends to other beings. So even if you personally don't care about animals, you wouldn't want any of the things that happen to them in these various industries to happen to you. You understand that that would cause pain and suffering. So it's not even up for debate, is it? Again, no, all of the feelings that are associated with veganism are all natural human emotions and feelings that most people feel, even if they're only about themselves. Do I even need to bother answering this one? No. No, again, we're all victims of our own environment, and these are human behaviours. All we're doing and offering is a different type. One that everybody knows how to do. It's empathy, it's compassion, it's respect. Everyone knows how to do it. They just restrict who and where they show it. That's the issue. If we were to concede that this was a tick for us, then you would also have to concede that it's a tick for you. Even if you don't care about animals, every time you leave your house, you respect the rules, the laws, the boundaries. You have your own moral compass. It's just how far that extends, which is the issue. Because it's speciesism which is the problem. It's not that nobody has any morals, is it? It's not that nobody has any empathy or compassion. They do. It's just where that's pushed out and where that's directed that needs to change. And obviously by default, because none of the above, this is a no too. So I would say that after seeing all of that, I'm somewhat unconvinced that I belong to a religion. I'm somewhat unconvinced that veganism falls into any of those categories that make a religion, and so I don't know why people keep repeating this. It seems from the gist of what they think a religion is that they're actually saying that veganism falls into a cult, which I'll look at next and we'll go through that. But as it stands, is veganism a religion? Is it fuck? Not unless not committing crimes is a religion, not unless not being a shitty person is a religion, not unless just acting in a normal way without causing any harm to anyone else or anything else is a religion. No.